We are live with ISRA at the virtual track Talladega Super Speedway. Now the trucks have been off of the haulers for about an hour and have been practicing for about that. Every now and then they'll get with the teammates, get out there, run a few laps, figure out what they need to do. They have done a few pit parties out here to see how things are acting on the track here tonight. Glad to have you here, everybody, with MaxSpeedTV. My name is Joshua Medlock on the mic for you here tonight. Boy, it is going to be an exciting race here. We've got a good-sized field here tonight. About 30 drivers, give or take a few, if they all do decide to get out onto the track and the racing surface. And there we go, as we just see, this is what happens at Talladega, or at really any super speedway, or really any track for that matter. Now these trucks, we talk about bumper hooking a lot, and with the trucks you don't see it too often, but yeah, it does still happen. So there's a lot of things riding on the line here tonight, folks. With it being a super speedway, everybody's going to be fighting for positions, fighting for teammates, give or take a few here and there. Now, I do believe they're probably going to be getting into the drivers meeting here pretty shortly. We are going to interview one of the drivers here tonight before we continue on throughout the broadcast. The driver that I have chosen here tonight is the 00 there of Matthew McCann. You see him pulling into the pit stall here. Now they're going to go through the drivers meeting. I did tell him I was going to go live a little early so I could interview him. So as soon as he gets to where things are clear and I'm able to, we are going to get Matthew up here in the booth and have a little chat with him. But glad to have you out there. Glad to have all of you out there, folks. We're going to get to the point standings coming in tonight. Tony Manji coming in tonight, still up top here with 497 points. Dalton Tucker still looking for his first win of the season, 465 points, 32 only back though behind Tony Manji. Josh Mayu in third, 427 points, 38 back behind Tucker. Thomas Golden fourth, the top four didn't change, 398, 29 back. Now Greg McKinney up 2 spots from last week. He is currently in fifth. He's actually the winner last week, so he moved up 2 spots from 7th. He is 36 back behind Gold. Terry Griffey down a spot in 6th, 342, 20 back. Kenneth McCullough Jr. only down 1 spot, 341 points, currently 7th. He is only 1 back behind Terry. Matthew McCann in 8th, 328 points, 13 back behind Kenneth. Scotty Johnson in 9th, 302 points, 26 back behind McCann. And Jim Westerfield will round out your top 10 up a spot in 10th, 287 points. He is 15 back behind Scotty. Steve Seegers down a spot in 11th, looking out of the top 10, looking in. He is wanting to get that spot back from Jim there, and I'm sure he's going to try here tonight. 281 points, 6 back behind Jim. And Logan Caius, 276 points, will round out the top 12, 5 back behind Steve. So that is your top 12 coming in tonight, and they've still got a whole lot of racing to go before they get into the chase, folks, because this is still pretty much mid-season. Now they are winding down to the chase, but still a whole lot of racing left to go before they get into that. So everybody's still fighting for them points and the wins and everything to get into the chase of round number 1. I see we have, let's see here who we got in chat here tonight. We got Logan, glad to have you in chat. We got Mr. Trillion, glad to have you in chat there, bud. And of course, myself, I'm in chat. So glad to have myself in chat. And Carlos, I see you in chat down there, bud. Glad to have you. Yeah, great track to race. I agree. I love super speedways. Super speedways are my favorite track. So we'll get this show on the road here in about 9 minutes. They are currently in a driver's meeting. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take a look at the pre-race analytics here real quick. We got an air temp of 80 degrees, no humidity, a track temp of 83 degrees, so it's not very hot out there. Of course, temps going to change over time. They're going to be pulling 94 laps here tonight, and there are stages. We'll get to that here in just a minute. I don't have that wrote down. Of course, it didn't save. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, we'll get to it in a minute. But 250.4 miles tonight. I'm not sure the tire of the fuel window here tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be probably around 20 or so, maybe even less than that. First stage will end on lap number 20. So I don't know if they can complete the first stage without pitting. We'll just have to wait and see. But however, pit road speed is 55 miles an hour. So in the pack of cars, they're going to have to get it woed down from close to 200, 195, 198 to 55 miles an hour before they cross the pit road line there. Or, of course, they'll get caught with a speeding penalty. And that is not what you want to do, especially at Talladega. Or Daytona, or even Michigan for that matter. Draft going to play a big key here tonight. Taking care of your truck. There are no resets, so if you get damaged, guess what? You're going to have to set on pit road. And we know from the last couple of races, I'm going to pick on him here tonight, Ed not having the best of races the last few times. He has joined us up here in the booth talking about, well, you know, what's happening down there and everything. But Ed is out here, Mr. Ed Adams in the number 11. Right up here, so we'll see what Ed does here tonight. See exactly what Ed's mindset is. I'm pretty sure we'll talk to him throughout the race. They're going to have to really, really be careful. I don't know exactly how bad the trucks heat up with the new updates and everything. I haven't raced in forever, so I don't know what the heat is. And of course, that's one thing I'm wanting to talk to that 00 about too. Let's see here. We also know that the big one can happen at any time, and all the drivers need to know and be prepared. It's gonna be really, really, really tough out there. 27, 28, 29 drivers have entered the facility here, so gonna be a pretty good sized field. Greg McKinney, the winner last week, looking to make it back to back. He already has 2 wins on the season. And I did see Greg McKinney in here, I do believe. Yes, I did, the number 20. He is here tonight, so he's looking to make it back-to-back and make it 3 wins on the season. As I was talking about earlier, Dalton Tucker still looking for his first win in the season. Of course, we took a look at the points earlier. You would think he had won a few, but that's not the case in his situation. He has finished well. He's grabbed the pole 4 times, not counting tonight because they haven't qualified yet. So he's grabbed the pole 4 different times, and that has really helped him get up there. And, of course, finishing well in the stages, maybe winning 1 or 2 stages. Just has not been able to put that machine into victory lane, the number 24 machine into victory lane yet. And he's looking to do that here tonight as well as everybody else. Tony Manji, though, looking for his 7th win of the season. Tony Manji's been on rails here this season for the LFOD Motorsports Truck Series, and everybody's gunning for Mr. Manji there. So it's really been interesting. We've got about 5 minutes left here in practice. Still waiting on them to finish up the drivers' meeting. Yeah, they can go a couple of lines, 2, 3, get that 3rd line to go, and then it's going to be good. So we are going to talk to Mr. Matthew here. Matthew has actually joined me in the booth. I didn't even have to bring him down here. Well, Matthew, man, glad to have you out there, bud. And I wanted to talk to you coming into tonight. I've seen you out there in practice, bud. I was watching you in practice, of course, following Jim Westerfield in the number 15 around drafting. What's the temp like? Because you were following him for a pretty long time.
Yeah, my truck never got too hot. I heard a couple guys after about 10 laps said they had to pull out to get some air. So it's probably going to be something where if you just keep your nose out a little bit, mainly in turns, you'll be all right on temps.
All right, well, what are you estimating the fuel laps to be tonight here? Can y'all finish the first stage?
We should be able to. I'm thinking it's gonna be really close. It's usually how it's been with us. Thinking we probably have about 20 or 21 laps, and our first stage is at 20. So, wouldn't be surprised to see some people come in with before the two to go, just to go ahead and get that pit stop out of the way. Especially if they're not in the top 10 to get stage points, just to try to be ahead to start the next.
That's another one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. McCann. It's coming into tonight, 8th in points, 13 back behind Kenneth McCullough. What's your thoughts coming in to super speedway, knowing that really the regular season's not winding down per se, but y'all's getting close?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a track that everybody's got circled, ready to try to get their win and get notched in, and everyone feels like they got a shot, and everyone does have a shot. And it's just going to be a matter of who can keep their nose clean, keep the truck damage free, and be there at the end.
All right, Matthew. Well, that is the 00. Matthew McCann, man, good luck out there, bud. A lot of drivers showed up tonight for Talladega. I don't know if it's the track or they knew it was broadcasted. I don't know. But it's going to be
probably a little both.
Probably a little of both. Well, it's going to be a fun race out there, but I almost guarantee you that. So good luck, and we'll see what happens, man. Bring that machine home into victory lane here tonight.
That's my goal. All right, thank you. Have a good broadcast.
Thank you, Matt. All right, that was the 00 Matthew McCann. All right, folks, we are going to step away here and play the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. Qualifying will be underway when we come back. Alrighty, folks, back live here. Qualifying is underway. And right now, no times have been posted, as this track is a pretty good size track. So it takes them a little bit to get around the track without the draft, as we see the 85 of Jonathan Whalen taking it very slowly down to the start-finish line, and it does not look like he is going to cross just yet. Thomas Vanassi in the 30. Thomas, I did everything I could, bud, to get your paint scheme, and it just would not work. So I do apologize for that. I worked with Thomas a little bit ago trying to get his paint scheme, but it just would not show up, unfortunately. Chad Engel, currently in the number 10, has the pole position with a 55.670. Now that is not in the draft. They are out here all by themselves. They got the whole track put in the quickest time possible. So 55 seconds in the draft. They're running about 50 seconds or so in the draft. Chuck Carroll going into first. Steve Seegers now second. As times are still starting to come in here. Chris Munger. Well, I was going to say Chris Munger goes into third, but Steve knocked him back. Chad Engel still in that second spot. Jim Westerfield in the 15, currently running in sixth. Logan, I do have cockpit cams, I do believe. I usually do cockpit from time to time. Well, Ed Adams, we talked about Ed during the pre-show. And look at Mr. Ed Adams coming in with a 54.795. Currently in that top position. Boy, that number 11, he heard me talking about him earlier. Jim Westerfield now in second. That puts Mr. Chuck Carroll in third. Still got some drivers out here. Let's go back into the field. Terry Griffey in the number 9. Looking to qualify. Put in a quick lap and get that pole. Frank Reese. Matthew McCann, who we interviewed. It looks like Matthew maybe just going to be putting in the slowest time. Got to pick on Matt. He's doing about 10 miles an hour, people. Oh, man. Terry Griffey goes into 9th, or in 8th, in the 9. David McCullough in 7th, in the 8. All right, it looks like Rory Gamble come out here and put in a qualifying time. Dalton Tucker, Brady Road, Kenny McCullough, all out here. Looks like Kenny may be doing the same thing the 00 is. You know, Keys tonight. Keys going to play a big role in what happens here. Terry Griffey knocking off Ed Adams in the pole currently. They've got about 3.5 minutes left, a little over. Check on some of these other drivers here. Darren Bruce. looks like some of the drivers have finished their times. The Brady Road currently 10th. See if he can better it. And he will. He'll go into 4th. 54.838. Woo. Alright, Darren Bruce goes into 12th. Dalton Tucker in 11th currently. Gamble in 11th, taking Dalton Tucker back to 12th. All right, Roger Rios in 11th. And look at Mr. Tucker in the 24 machine, taking the spot away from Mr. Griffey. Talked about Dalton earlier, and of course 4 times getting the pole through the season. He's looking to make it number 5. Mr. Mayu running the Moto option paint scheme here tonight. To the sponsors here pretty quickly. Josh doing a little bit of waving there to everybody. But Mr. Mayu doing about 46 mile an hour on the front stretch. I don't think Josh is going to be doing 46 mile an hour during the race though. Or at least he better not be. All right, well, let's see who else we got. Jonathan Whalen at the end of pit road. We got several guys still at the end of pit road. Greg McKinney. Greg McKinney, sorry. Coming into tonight. Finishing up his lap there, going into 6th. Rory Gamble in 2nd. Nice time by Rory. Matthew McCann still putting it along. I think they were going for the slowest time between a couple of the drivers. I'm not entirely sure. And that'll do it for qualifying. Alrighty, well, let's get down to the grid. Alrighty, folks. Well, this is the Moto option starting grid here tonight. Dalton Tucker in the 24 machine grabbing the pole for the 5th time this season with a 54.787. Congratulations to Dalton for getting the pole here tonight. Rory Gamble going to start on the outside of him in that 2nd spot. Terry Griffey in 3rd, Ed Adams in 4th, Tony Maggi in 5th, Greg McKinney, last week's winner, going to be starting 6th here tonight, Darren Bruce 7th, Jim Westerfield 8th, Brady Road in 9th, and Chuck Carroll will round out the top 10 in qualifying. Steve Seegers in 11th, Chad Engel in 12th, David McCullough 13th, Roger Rios 14th, Chris Munger 15th, Frank Reese 16th, Thomas Vanassi 17th, Scott Bellum 18th, Lonnie Barrington 19th, and Scott Johnson 20th. Kenny McCullough 21st, Scott Weiss 22nd, Thomas Gold 23rd, Jonathan Whalen 24th, Josh Mayu 25th, Tony Quadros 26th, Logan Keiss 27th, and Matthew McCann didn't even get to finish his lap, so he will start 28th, and Nate Devontae, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and we'll start 29th. So 29 drivers. All right, well, we've got a ways to go. So it looks like we're rolling out, so I'm not going to be able to get him down here. Alton Tucker going to be starting up the top here. And it looks like we had a driver not. Okay, there is the 77. Of Rory Gamble. All right, so Rory did come out. He did grid. That's a good thing. Alrighty. Still pacing here, coming to turn number 3. The start-finish line at the end of the exit of pit road, so they have to go through the tri-oval to get to the start-finish line. For those of you who do not know about Talladega, it is 2.66 miles long, located in Talladega, Alabama. Not too far, I believe, from, it's little ways from Tuscaloosa, for everybody that's familiar with Tuscaloosa. But it's a big track. All right, pace car diving under the yellow stripe. They cannot pass the pace car or they will all get black flagged, and they do, I believe, have to go on the green flag. Alton Tucker on the inside of the 77 of Rory Gamble, waiting on the green flag to come out. Buckle your seatbelts, folks, because we are about to feel the need. The need for speed, and we are off to go. They come screaming down the backstretch here. Dalton holding on here. The number 77, though, right there. Who is going to lead the first lap here at Dega? Oh, that outside line getting a little squirrely. Everybody's still trying to find position here, trying to find the best driver who they can work with. And there are teams out here as well. Here comes the 77. Who is going to lead the first lap? The 77 of Rory Gamble drops it in front of Dalton Tucker. Rory going to lead the first lap here at Talladega. He stole that one. Got one heck of a push by the 11 of Anaheim. Oh, what is going on with Terry Griffey? Oh, everybody getting squirrely. Terry's falling back. And that whole line just broke up. Oh, if I can find Terry. Oh, he fell all the way back to 23rd. I believe he is going back to the back with his teammates there. That probably was a good move, and Rory Gamble is going to lead the second lap of the race. Oh, we're already 17 away from the end of stage number 1. Ed Adams up here fighting for the lead, a pack of cars. Two lines, one on the inside, one on the outside. But Question is, when is that third line? Probably more toward the end of the race, you'll see that third line happening. And it don't do it in these trucks. Gonna have to take it easy here early on, folks, as the 29 and the 16 get down below that yellow line. Got some bumps coming up here as we see these guys bumping. They're on some bumps. Not too bad, but they're on. 20 of Greg McKinney finding that high side, currently 7. Followed by Chuck Carroll in the number 3. Currently 8. Roger Rios started 14. He's already up to 9. Oh, we got a spin in the 20. 27 goes around. We got a caution. Oh. All right, let's go back here and take a look and see what happened. See the 20 go around. Oh, right there. That's where it was. Those three with Chuck Carroll. If I can find him. Is that the 3 or the oath? I think it was the. All right, let's go to the chase view here. I like the chase view. All right, let's rewind this just a little ways here, folks. Oh, right there, a little bit of hook action. Looks like they were just trying to get a little bit of draft, and Chuck Carroll looks like might have came up on McKinney and just hooked him right there. And he goes into the 27, and the 27 comes back up. The 27 of Jim Wester, oh, the 27 of Darren Bruce, sorry. Let's see if we get a better angle. Right, here we go. As they all come around, the 71 plows into the 20. The 81 gets a piece of it. So carnage in the turn. Ooh, the 81 slams the wall hard. All right, first caution of the evening. Looks like everybody's going to come down pit road here. All right. Well, Dalton Tucker has led now 2 laps. Right. Let's see if we can get a word in. With Mr. Tucker. Dalton Tucker, got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, Dalton, man, you coming in here tonight, grabbing the pole for your 5th straight time of the season. Still looking for the first victory here on the season, but you led 2 laps here tonight, bud. How was the first 6 laps out there? Is it crazy?
It's not too bad up here, but I know back behind me is pretty packed up.
Well, what do you think's going to be key here tonight? We know Talladega can be treacherous for everybody. So what do you think key personally here for you is going to be?
Well, right now I'm just gonna try to stay out in front of everything. But if it gets too bad, I'll just drop to the back.
Oh, okay. You're going to be pulling a Dalton Tucker then, ain't you?
Yeah.
Oh, we know you, Dalton. You start up front, you move back, but we know your little secret. You know, you move up pretty quickly, Dalton. Well, you know, hey, man, you can't complain, though. Finishing, very well in most of the races. And, of course, grabbing pole, winning stages has really helped you stay up there in the points. Got any thoughts on that?
I didn't catch the last part that you said.
Oh, you got any thoughts on finishing well and not having any wins, but finishing well and just staying up there in the points without any wins?
Well, you know how most these league races go. They'll miss a few, so I think as long as I show up, I should be good on points, but I definitely want to get a few wins in here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, Dalton, well, good luck out there. Y'all have already gotten the one to go, so good luck, bud.
Thanks.
Right, here we go. Here, if I can find a change in that for a minute, and then we'll change it back. All right, Dalton Tucker going to get him going here. He's on the outside in the 24. He's got the 92 of Tony Mangi. Now, Tony, he has a target on his back, everybody. Up there in the points, he is actually battling Dalton Tucker for that top spot. Them two have been going at it for quite some time. So, it's kind of neat to see them up here side by side on this restart. Coming to lap number 8. No, Carlos, they do not have fast repairs. Number 3 didn't mean to. It didn't mean to wreck him. Wanted to rattle his cage, huh? Alrighty, pace car is down. We're waiting for the green flag to come out. Dalton on the outside. Tony on the inside. Ed Adams on that outside. 77 of Rory Gamble. Right behind the number 92. Waiting on the green flag. Coming to lap number 8. And the green flag is back out. Great jump by the 24. And a great start. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. No. 24 drops it below the 92. The 92 of Tony Mangi now going to have to push his arch enemy there, the 24. I don't know if they're enemies, guys. I mean, right now they're just trying to survive. But watching them do battle right here is gonna be interesting because we know the 92 is ahead in points of the 24. Now the 92 don't want to wreck the 24. But he don't want the 24 up there, if that makes any sense at all. The 92 wants to be up there, and I know the 24 wants to be up there too without the 92. Anyway, yeah, it's racing, guys. You get it. Old Dalton Tucker still up front. He is going to come and lead. He'll lead his 5th lap, and Ed almost stole that from him. Woo. Ed got a good run on that outside. Number 10 of Chad Engel right behind him, giving him a push. Well, Tony Quadros up here on that outside, side by side with the 77. And the sun cloud, y'all notice that? That's pretty neat. Dynamic weather thing that they added here in iRacing. Allows for, the sun and the clouds to kind of mix. Pretty neat. On one side of the track, you may have sun. On the other side of the track, it may be cloudy. There may not be no sun at all. Well, all right. Dalton's going to lead another lap. Look at his 6th lap. Boy, that 10 of Chad Engel is all over the back bumper there for the number 12 of Tony Quadro still there. 29 of Brent Rowe on the inside. The 31 of Scott Wise found his way up here from 22nd. He is going to move to the back bumper of the number 12. That's going to put the 10 of Chad Engel falling back. Chad's going to drop it down right behind the 31 on that high side. Don't forget about these other drivers back here. Let's see, the 23 of Lonnie Barrington. 5 Chad Munger. This is a big packing group of cars right here. Going back here a ways, Jim Westerfield and Matthew McCann. Talking to Matthew earlier during the interview, and he was pushing the 15 in practice, and he's pushing the 15 again. All right, so back here in about 16th place, Kenny McCullough and the 8 of David McCullough helping each other out. And the 97 of Thomas Gold back here as well. Currently running 18th. Chuck Carroll. Heavy damage on that machine there at 175 4 miles an hour. Still out here pushing it though. Terry Griffey. And the number 9, currently 20th, Josh Mayu and Logan Keiss, all right here together, teammates working together. Frank Reese back here in 24th. Darren Bruce is on pit road. The rest of these guys are on pit road. As they come screaming down the front stretch here, coming to lap 13. Of about 7 more laps left before the end of stage number 1. Yes, there are stages. Like I said, here in about 7-8 laps will be the end of stage number 1. Stages tonight will be at lap 20, lap 40, and then it'll be a shootout to lap 94 to the end of the race. So right now it's just a big group of cars hugging each other. And this group right here is just trying to hang on and give it a push to the 77 of Rory Gamble. Rory gonna lead looks like lead a lap. Just led his 3rd lap. Guys still screaming, trying to find position now. They're going to try to get as many stage points as possible. It starts out with, of course, your winner of the stage receiving 10 points, and then it works its way back to 10th and receiving 1 point. So, 10, 9, 8, so forth and so on until you get to 1, or until you get to 10, and then it's 1. Ooh, the 11, and man, getting squirrely. Might have had the air taken off of him by the number 12 of Tony Quadro. As another group joins the pack here. Chad Engel, Jonathan Whalen, 55 of Chris Munger, Roger Rios. Group of cars right here. Just one pack. Matthew McCann and Jim Westerfield still trying to catch up to them. They're trying to also be cautious just in case something happens. And Rory Gamble is going to beat the 24 of Dalton to the line. Rory's going to lead his 4th lap of the race. All right, 25 viewers here tonight. Glad to have everybody out there. Super speedway action here tonight. The I-States Racing Association. Now this is the slow down for work zone 250, but they ain't doing much slowing down. Dalton Tucker led his 12th lap. Boy, Ed is up there in a pickle. Doing well and hanging on to it. We're got about 3 laps remaining before the end of stage 1 is over. Who is going to come out stage 1 victorious here tonight? Oh, buddy. And number 12 also, Tony Quadros getting a little loose. Ooh, Tony, hang on to it, bud. Yeah, 77 and 11 up top, Rory Gamble. And Ed Adams in the 11. Yeah, they are working tremendously together. They also know that they've got hungry drivers, not only beside them, but behind them. Ooh. Back here to the field, though, Matthew McCann has now come up in front of the 15 of Jim. Jim's going to be doing a little bit of pushing. As we talked to Matthew earlier tonight, go about, 10 or so laps, 8 to 10 laps, right behind somebody. And then you've kind of got to pull back, let some air get in there to cool that engine down, and then get right back up onto the loud pedal. Let's hear that 11 and the 77 getting a good run on that outside. What's the 77 gonna do? Here comes the 24 of Dalton Tucker now. And the 77 gonna drop it low right in front of Dalton. Kind of like what he did before, as they are gonna be coming to lap number 20. Gamble going to cross the line there. I believe he'll do it. He will win stage number 1. Congratulations goes to Rory Gamble in the 77. Wow. Good move by the 77. We wait a minute, get these guys so they can catch up to the pace car. We will get the 77 down here for an interview here. Now the 11 pushing him up there enough just to get the 77 into right in front of Dalton. Now it looks like Ed Adams is going to finish second. Dalton going to finish in third, I believe. Well, it looks like I won't be talking to Rory Gamble as he is not in Discord, so we will not get the stage winner up here to interview. I don't see him. Good clean racing. All right, well, Roy is going to bring them down pit road here. So I think we will actually probably talk to second place here in the stage since we can't get Rory up here. All right, well, we will talk to you. Well, first and foremost, congratulations to Rory Gamble for winning stage number 1 here. Stage number 2 will be starting up here momentarily. We're going to get a word in with second place finisher here in the stage, Mr. Ed Adams. Give me just a minute down here. Mr. Ed Adams, do you got a copy, bud?
No way, I sure do.
Hey, man, you're finishing second in the stage here, but, man, what awesome racing out there. You and that number 77 machine out there working very good together there. But, you know, just came up short winning the stage, having an awesome race here tonight. How's the first 22 laps out there for you?
So far so good. You know, I'm back here at a plate race, so this is my homeland, sort of speak here. The last one I got was at Daytona in the beginning of the season, so hopefully we can cap another plate win. Racing's been decent so far. It was pretty scary, that big wreck that happened in my mirror there on lap 6. We just missed that one. Hopefully no more of that tonight. 77, yeah, we've been working good so far. Everybody's been using my nose to get to the front, so you know, I'm just being patient right now.
Well, they're using your nose to get to the front, but do you think you can use somebody else's nose to get to the front?
Oh, sure, man. I'm sizing them up every freaking turn.
Well, all right, Ed, man. Looks like you're having fun out there. We still got a whole lot of laps left to go, bud, and, of course, we still got stage number 2 to go. Good luck out there, Ed.
Thank you. Hopefully I'm in one piece, and we'll have a discussion at the end of this race.
All right. Well, see if you can bring it home into victory lane. How about that?
Sounds good, man.
All right, thanks, Ed. All right, Mr. Ed Adams. Looks like we'll be starting up front here as the number 3 of Chuck Carroll comes down pit road. Chuck will lead a lap here tonight. Congratulations to Chuck for leading a lap. So Ed Adams will get them going. And they did not get the one to go. That was surprising. I thought they would. All right. Well, that'll bring us to coming to lap 24 here. So we'll probably get the one to go, and it'll be lap 25. Yeah, lap 25. I'm assuming we will get going. But in the meantime, let's see who else we can talk to. Lonnie Barrington, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Well, Lonnie, man, started 19th, currently running 9th, but there's been a little bit of confusion out there here. People trying to figure out where to go, but it looks like maybe some of the air is being taken off of the trucks. Is that causing any big issues out there on the track?
I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm just a tad slower than the other guys, and I can't really pull up on them, but I can't tell if it's the air alone.
Well, we know you can go about 8 to 10 laps too, you know, pushing somebody. Have you had any issues with overheating, or are you doing pretty good?
Nope, my temps are all looking good right now.
All right, Lonnie. Well, Lonnie Barrington in the number 23. He's out here. He's got a pretty good, clean truck. It looks very, very clean indeed. A big red machine out there. Well, Lonnie, man, good luck out there, bud.
Appreciate it.
All right, Lonnie Barrington. I hope I put him in the right room. All right, well, we should get the one to go here, hopefully. It's a big track to pace on, people. All right, let's... Yeah, Tony Mongi in the number 92, yeah. Oh, I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk to him here pretty quickly. He started 5th. He's still currently 5th. You can't rule out the number 92 machine for anything. Well, all right, they did get the one to go. They're getting a line back up here, 2x2. Ed Adams on the inside. The number 10 of Chad Engel in the GoDaddy truck on the outside. The 77 of Rory Gamble now behind Ed Adams. So a little bit of role reversal there. The 24 of Dalton Tucker going to be starting in 4th. And Steve Seeger started 11th. He is currently in that 5th position, or 6th. It's on the outside, so 5th position. All right. It looks like we've got some fans of different drivers out here. Go 11, great work from the 77 and 11. Coming from Carlos. Looks like maybe Dave, maybe a fan of the 92 of Tony Mongi. Now they've really got to watch the heat. Really have to watch the heat. All right, pace car is down. Coming to lap 25, it'll be a 15-lap shootout to the end of stage number 2, so not quite 20 laps. Ed Adams going to get them going here, coming to lap 25. They do have to wait for the green flag. They cannot jump it. Alrighty, or they did jump it. Alright, well, it for some reason didn't go green on my end, but we are off and away. That was strange. ATVO hiccup there. At Thrasher in chat. Oh, 5 flags. It's not my best track. Alright. Ed Adams has led 3 laps. Got the 77 Rory Gamble right behind him. Rory looks like maybe backing off just a little, maybe to get a run up there on that 11 to maybe give him a push. Got the 16 and the 10 on the outside. The 10 of Chad Engel getting a good run on that outside line. Is Chad going to drop it down? Yes, he is. Chad's going to drop it down. Whoa, what a move is there. The 16 of Steve Seegers and the 10 of Chad Engel both drop it down in front of the 11 of Ed Adams. Oh, that was close. Looking at the team here, like Chad Engel and Adams, Jim Westerfield are teammates. That's going to put Mr. Steve Seegers Ooh, a little bit of line jostling back there too. I think it looks like maybe everybody wanting to go single file. Steve Seegers are the Dynamic Auto Sport. Greg McKinney and Tony Monchi. Chad Engel going to lead a second lap of the race, but everybody pretty much single file until you get back here. Jim Westerfield going to go to the inside of the 5 of Roger Rios. Roger going to pull it right behind the 55 of Chris Munger. Well, don't look now, but here comes the 24 of Dalton Tucker, the 92 of Tony Monchi. These two guys working together. Well, that's probably a good thing because they know both of them are fast, both of them are heck of a racers out there. But getting these two guys to team up, yeah, you're going to find these two probably back up front here in a matter of minutes. And the 29 of Brady Rhodes, though, in a very good position right behind the 92. If the 29 can just catch the back bumper of the 92, they'll have a 3-car pack up there on that high side back here at around 14th position. So you're looking at about 10 on back. Jim Westerfield, though, is now becoming under fire on that high line with the 55 on the low line pushing him. 24 and the 92 still working together back here in the back of the field, kind of mid-pack. Back up front, we've got a second line forming with the 77 now. Ooh, Steen getting a little squirrely. They're in second. I'm sure Ed's like, keep it straight, 16, keep it straight. That's going to really slow them down. That's going to get Rory Gamble up there right beside pretty much that front pack, the leaders. Chad Engel, Steve Seegers, Ed Adams now falling back to 4th. They went single file there for a little bit. Now they're back to double file. The 5. Roger Rios going high. Jim going high. Oh, they're going to start that second line again. Oh, buddy, we're going to have to watch it. 16. We're going to have to watch it at 16. See how close he is. He's getting below that yellow stripe there. You do not want to do that too often. It will definitely upset that truck, and where Steve is sitting, if he corrects it the wrong way, it's going to pull him back up there into the into traffic. Sure, Steve is well aware of the kind of the predicament he's in, as well as everybody else. Chad Engel, though, led five laps. He's looking to make it 6 laps. Lonnie Barrington, we interviewed during the caution there, stage caution. Currently 7th, started 19th. Look at the 16 of Steve Seegers, though, pushing the daylights out of Chad Engel. Gonna have about 3. See here, lap 40 will be the end of stage number 2. About 8 laps remaining in stage 2. They now go double file, starting with the 77 of Rory Gamble on the outside. 31 of Scott Wise up here as well. 00, Matthew McCann. 5 of Roger Rios on the outside. 12 of Tony Quadros. And the 8 of David McCullough up here. Haven't talked about David much, but David now has found his way up here. Started 13th, found that second line, and the 77 gets a good run, drops it low in front of the 10. Not enough room there for the 31 of Scott Wise to get down. Probably should have went when the 77 went, but there was not enough room there. That's going to put the 77 of Ward Gamble now fighting for stage number 2. He's already won stage 1. I do not play copyrighted music on stream. It's just something I don't do. And I'm sure that song is copyrighted. Justin in chat. Come on, Bertie. Come on, Ed. Well, Ed currently in 4th, and we're gonna go 3 wide. Oh, whoa! 3 wide, kind of mid-pack here. The 31 of Scott Wise getting pushed out, and Ed's gonna jump high. Ed's like, I've had enough with this. Oh, here comes the sound. I see a little bit of blocking might be going on here. Corey Gamble and the 11 now working together again. Corey was on that low side. He's seen that 11 come flying. He's like, nope, I'm going to get right up to the end of you. And Ed Adams now just, I wouldn't say dumps the 77, but okay, I'm going to say that. He just dumped the 77, and he's like, nope, I'm taking over the top spot. So Ed Adams now up front. Steve Seegers in a second, pushing the daylights out of the 11. Now Ed, and here comes the 77 back for more. Wow. This front pack here is just making it even more exciting the way they're moving. All right, we got some changers going on in the back. 77, 10, 00 gets a huge run. The 10 of Chad Engel drops it low. .77 and the 00 didn't go down, so the 10's like, all right, well, I'll go down if y'all's not going. Chad Engel going to lead his 8th lap of the race. He's looking to get stage 2 victory here tonight. Chad Engel not currently in the top 12 in points, but this would help. To be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly where Mr. Engel is. Oh, while they race it up here, I don't want to miss anything, guys. We're going to go back in here into the field a little ways. We've still got Tony Monge and Dalton Tucker working together. The 03 of Kenny McCullough back here in the 03. 97 of Thomas Gold. Brady Road in the 29. Josh Mayu leading a second packed field back here as well. Josh Mayu, Terry Griffey, Logan Kais, and Chuck Harrell up here. Running with this pack. All right, get back up front. Like I said, don't want to miss anything, but I try to give some airtime to everybody. Chad Engel in the 10, still up front. Ed Adams in second. They're going to be coming to lap 39 with about 1 to go in stage number 2. Caution came out. If caution comes out now, it's over for the stage. But they don't want to finish it under green flag conditions. All right, 1 to go here for stage number 2. We're going to have to watch this closely because anything can happen. Let's hope it don't. But anything can happen. Ooh, a little bit of rubbing back there going between the 8 and the 8 of David McCullough, doing a little bit of rubbing back there. He's pushing. He's being careful. 77 getting a good run out there on that high side with the 00 pushing. But Matthew McCann, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. They've got a good group of cars out there. I don't know if it's going to be enough to do it. Chad Engel, though, he is coming to take, it looks like, stage number 2, and he will. Chad Engel, your stage 2 winner here tonight. Congratulations. Stage 2 winner goes to Chad Engel. And Ed finishing second. Ed having a terrific run, but he just coming up a little short. Don't give up, Ed. It ain't over yet, bud. All right, well, we'll get Chad Engel down here for an interview. When we can. Okay, it looks like they're waiting on the pace car here, and then they'll get going. All right, well, we will wait to interview Mr. Engel after they pit. They'll make their pit stops here, and then we will get them. Oh, Chad Engel not getting into his pit stall correctly, and he is having some issues. Oh no. Major issues on the number 10. There it goes. All right, let Chad get back out here on the track. Chad losing some positions there because of the pit road or pit problems. We'll let Chad explain that. All right, Mr. Chad Engel, got a copy?
Got a good copy on you, Josh.
I'm doing just fine, bud. Well, stage 2 victory here tonight for you, and that number 10 GoDaddy machine. Talk about the stage there, man, what it took to get that number 10 up there, because there was a lot of jostling and moving and just craziness up there.
Yeah, I'd like to say I had a great car. Shout out to my teammate Ed, just pushing me all that way. And yeah, kind of crazy.
Well, you lost some positions there on pit road, man. Still a whole lot of laps left to go. But what was going on in the pit stall there? Did you just not get it in there correctly?
Yeah, I was too far right, then too far forward, and just doing the dance back and forth till I finally got it.
Oh man, that really stinks, bud. But hey, you're still out here, pretty good, clean truck out there. Still a whole lot of racing left to go. It ain't over yet, man. Congratulations, Stage 2 victory here tonight.
Thank you, Josh. Hopefully we could end up in victory lane.
All righty, bud. Well, hey, there's plenty of laps to do it, bud.
Yes, there is.
All right, well, that is Mr. Chad Engel. Now, Chad going to start back here in 18th after the miscues there on pit road. Back up front, Ed Adams. Ed Adams back up front. Looks like a couple of lap cars ahead of him, the 07 and the 30. Thomas Vanassi and Scott Johnson. He's still out here racing it up. Well, how about we just do this? All right, Tony Manji, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Tony, man, coming into tonight, you still had the target on your back, but there's been a little bit of working going on here between you and Dalton Tucker, even though I would say that work is about to probably come to its limits.
Well, yeah, it's kind of, you know, it's funny. I think one of the NASCAR announcers usually calls it co-opetition. You got to cooperate with your competition a little bit. But, no, we're having a great time. Me and Dalton are buddies, and we're, you know, he and I are going to work together and try to get this thing done and, you know, see what happens. It'll hopefully look like any of the other races where it's the two of us, you know, battling it out. But now the best overhead door Chevy is doing really well tonight. It's drafting well. We're just kind of trying to avoid trouble as best we can, you know?
Well, yeah, and then, you know, trouble, speaking of which, we haven't really had much of it. Started out kind of, you know, rough around the edges, but, you know, it really got itself cleared up. But, you know, coming down to the wire, we've still got plenty of laps left, but coming down to the wire, do you think that's all going to change? People going to make moves that's, you know, not really, they're going to make early on?
Oh, absolutely. That's going to change. Yeah, I think starting now, business is about to pick up. I think everybody's going to do things that they wouldn't have in the first two stages, and I think that crap's going to get crazy, let me tell you. We're going to be all over the place. It'll be a three-wide finish, I think.
Well, you've got a lot of fast cars ahead of you. You know, of course, Dalton Tucker right there with you in the number 24. But, you know, Ed Adams, Steve Seegers, Rory Gamble, you know, Jonathan Whalen, Jim Westerfield, Scott Watts. You know, all these guys are ahead of you right now. And they're fast. You know, they're in the pack. They're staying clear, so to speak. Not much has happened. And, you know, I know that's the way everybody wants it. But you know, it's coming down to the nitty-gritty now, and there's going to be a lot more, I'm afraid, probably three wide. Don't you feel that coming along?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all going to change. There's going to be people back here that are going to want to get to the front real quick. And, I mean, we got a teammate up there, and Steve. I got a teammate behind me. So there's people scattered throughout the field. So it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. And I know Josh is going to be fast, and that whole team with Terry and Logan. So it's going to be real interesting how this thing shakes out. I'll be sitting back here with the popcorn for a little while, that's for sure.
Well, all right, Tony Manji, you got some fans in chat as well. They said, you know, interview the 92, he seems fast. Well, you are fast. And everybody knows it. I mean, look at the point standings. You and Dalton and, you know, Mayu and Gold, you know, every one of you guys out here tonight is putting on a great show. Even the guys that got caught up in that first incident, they're still out here racing. They're still out here trying to get those points, and that's all it takes, man. So, Good luck out there, bud. You know, still a whole lot of laps left, and anything's possible. Anything can happen.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the race.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, here we go, folks. Coming to lap, well, we'll be coming to lap 44. And there is the one to go, so we'll be coming to lap 45. About 49 laps, roughly. I don't play copyrighted music, sorry. We here at MaxSpeedTV get permission from whoever we're playing, such as the national anthem you guys heard earlier. We have written permission from them to play their version of the national anthem. So you can check them out. The link is in the description for, well, I can't even think of their names. Madison Rising, there we go. So thank you so much for giving MaxSpeedTV permission to play that. Had to look it up. All right, we'll be coming to lap 45 here. Ed Adams. He is back up front. He's led 8 laps. Pace car dives off below the yellow line. Number 5 of Roger Rios is going to be on the outside of him. Steve Seegers, Rory Gamble, and Jonathan Whalen. Your top 5 on this restart. All right, here we go. Green flag is back out. I don't know why it's not doing the whole green flag thing. Something is going on with that. But Ed Adams out the front, coming to the final stint of the race. Now they can go about 20 to 21 laps on fuel. So we'll see on pit probably in the upper 60 range, or even maybe before that. We've got 28 people watching and 2 likes. What is up with that? Come on, guys, smash that thumbs up button. Good racing by I-States here tonight as they go 3 wide here in the back. We knew this was not going to take long. Everybody fighting for teammates and position. It is about to get even more interesting. Zed Adams still on that low side, followed by Steve Seegers. And the 85 of Jonathan Whalen now pulling out. He's going to take it high. Here comes the 24 of Dalton Tucker, the 92 of Tony Mongi, and they are just on rails here. Look at them fly, the two of them. Jeez, Lord Almighty, it didn't take them long to get up front. They are flying. Good Lord Almighty. Still 3 wide. Roger Rios on that outside. Roger's kind of stuck. You don't know, he can't get down there. He might be just trying to stay out of trouble because he knows, well, Dalton Tucker going to take over the lead here momentarily. Gets a good run there with the great push by the 92 of Tony Mongi. But here's Ed Adams. Ed Adams still fighting hard on that inside line, but look at the train of cars on that outside line. Jeez, Lord Almighty. And the 92 gonna push it low. Tony Mongi, Dalton Tucker. Dalton goes 1, Tony goes through 2, Ed goes 3. Goodness gracious. Yes, I do. I think it's about time we do a little bit of crank it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that crank it up. I only do a cockpit crank it up if I don't have a crank it up camera, camera pack for crank it up. But since I did have a crank it up for, you know, a crank it up cam, that's just what I use. I don't alter it. Oh, a little bit of swirly going out there on the outside. Chad Engel. Let's bring that driver bar back up here for everybody. And they're getting awfully close to that wall. The 77, Rory Gamble. Still, we've got 3 lines, but that third line just can't get up there. That's starting with Rory Gamble. You see the front pack of cars right here. Roger Rios. And now we go back here to Kenny McCullough. This is kind of a second group of cars that have caught up to the pack, to this first pack. Kenny McCullough, Logan Keiss, Thomas Gold, Terry Griffey up here as well in this second group. Lonnie Barrington still running strong up here with this second group. Josh Mayu up here in the 02. On that high side. The 29 of Brady Road. And the 20 of Matthew McCann. Ooh. Well, the 00 of Matthew McCann. Matthew looks like he is going to get behind the 30 of Thomas Vanassi. All right. Well, Dalton Tucker now has led 21 laps since he's been up front with the help of Tony Manji. These two guys working together to get up front. Now, they are going to have to pit. They cannot make it on fuel. So they will have to come down pit road. Question is, when will they come down pit road? Oh, look at the number 10 getting a good run there. A little bit of side drafting going on there with the 10 and the 92. Number 92 looks like maybe trying to get some air into that machine there, as he is now putting it to the back bumper. The 24 of Dalton Tucker up front. Ooh, the 77 of Rory Gamble going high there. He does drop it back down. These guys still getting at it up front. Lap 56 of 94. Chad Engel has led 12 laps. Now Chad has help. Here's the problem. They get around these corners and they can't. I mean, they can get the run because we've seen it with the 24 and the 92. You know, they just come barrel rolling up here with them two. And, of course, they did bring a train with them. Now, they had some drivers that they run with them, and everybody knew, hey, them are the drivers I'm going to follow if I can ever get behind them. Because they knew that Dalton and Tony were quick, fast, and they know how to race. And if the 92 don't watch it doing a little bit of rubbing right there, he's going to get into the back of the 24, and it's going to be an old bumper hook. Now, I'm sure Dalton won't be too happy about it, but Tony's a good racer, and so is Dalton, so I'm sure they're well aware of each other's company there. Ed Adams still third in that 11. The 16 is Steve Seegers in fifth. Still got pretty much that whole line there on the bottom aside from Tony and Dalton. It started up front. Tony and Dalton came from about mid-pack, mid to the, back of the pack, just barrel rolling through everybody. They didn't cause no wrecks. And that's when you know they're good racers, when they can just come flying up through there. And, everybody out here tonight putting on a fantastic show, keeping it clean. They're keeping, their distance for the most part. They're just, man, they're racing it up. But we're going to be getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We're going to be green flag pit stops if it stays green. And that's really going to change how things unfold. Who's going to pit? Whoa, Ed Adams getting into the back of the 92, and we're wrecking. the 16. Oh no, if Steve Seegers goes over, caution is out. We will go back here and take a look at what happened. Oh no. Not what you want to see. Pause that real quick. I seen the 16. Let's see if I can find a good view here. What happened? On Steve Seegers, or Steve Seegers was involved. Was it the number 5? Oh, there were 3 wide. Steve goes low. Oh, right there. It happened with the 5 of Roger Rios. Okay, so let's go right here on Rios. Rewind it here and see exactly what happened. Some of these cameras are not what you want. All right. All right, so we'll rewind it back here just a ways. Right here. All right, looks like they're going to go 3 wide here. And right here, the 85, it looks like might have come down just enough to get into Roger Rios. That's going to put Roger into the 16. And the 16, Steve Seegers just goes for a ride. And everybody doing a great job of getting around it. Man. All right. Well, back up live. Dalton Tucker coming down pit road here. Yeah, oof. What up, James? How you doing out there, bud? See you in chat. Yeah, oof. That was an oof. That was a big oof. Well, all right. Dalton Tucker looks like we'll win the race off of pit road. Tony Manji. I don't know if they can still make it. I don't know. We're going to have to talk to somebody here. See here. Let's go see if we can talk to this person. Scott Wise, got a copy?
10-4, I do.
Hey, Scott. Well, you've seen some action out there. You've been up front. You've been kind of mid-pack. And you've seen just about everything. Talk about the racing out there, bud. And, man, what's it going to take to bring it home into victory lane here tonight?
Yeah, some help behind me. Honestly, I've had a solid truck all night, been able to make the moves, shoved the 77 forward pretty solid. I just can't get anybody to push behind me, but it's been a pretty good race up to this point, I think.
Well, what do you think? I mean, you've seen exactly what Dalton and Tony did. I mean, they just come flying through you guys, and you know, up front they went. I think you were in that group with them when they started to come. Everybody just seemed like got behind them. Do you think that might have just set something up for the end of the race?
Oh, definitely, for sure. It's we are kind of past the experimentation phase now. Now it's time to really start seeing who's got what. I played around with a couple of things earlier, learned some things, and ready to rock and roll.
Well, you got Chris Munger right up ahead of you here, and of course Lonnie Barrington, Brady Road. I mean, you've got some great drivers around you here, coming into the restart here in about a couple of laps. If y'all don't get the one to go here, it'll be probably the next time by. What's it going to take to get that truck up there in the front pack and hope for a shot at winning this thing?
Well, a little bit of luck for sure, because the racing's going to start not being quite so friendly as it has been all day. But I got a couple guys up here that I've been talking to on the radio. We're starting to formulate some ideas, so we're going to give them a show.
All right, well, that's Scott Wise in the 31. Looks like the St. Louis Blues truck there. Must be a Blues hockey fan.
One of the biggest ones in the area. After that, had a crazy game last night. Loved watching it, so I figured I'd paint my truck up, show my support for the boys.
Hey, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. All right, well, don't worry about hockey. Worry about the race here coming up here, bud. Good luck out there, Scott.
I appreciate it. Enjoy the race.
Oh, I'm enjoying every bit of it. All right. That was Scott Wise in the 31 there. He is, we're going to look at that truck. St. Louis Blues. Now, he's got the 55, like I said, of Chris Munger right up ahead of him. Now, they're going to, of course, start double file, so it's going to change up just a little bit. As we go back up front here. Let's see here. Hey, Josh, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Hey, Josh, well, man, it's been one heck of a race here tonight, bud. A lot of fast drivers out there, and I'll see you're coming down pit road here. Okay. Well, what's it going to take to bring that truck into victory lane, bud?
Well, exactly what I'm doing right now. Being patient, right in the back, trying to avoid the wreck, the big one. Thank God we've only had 2 cautions so far for accidents, but hopefully it goes green, actually. You'll see me getting towards the front here in the next few.
All right, Josh. Well, man, I know y'all just got the one to go, and you're going to be coming back out here, man. Good luck out there, bud. There's still plenty of laps left with the way that, how big the track is.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Well, that is Josh Mayu in the Moto Option truck there. Now, you can check out Moto Option. Now, they are one of the sponsors here for, they are the grid sponsor and one of the sponsors, real life sponsor for Josh Mayu. Check them out. They are also giving away a t-shirt and stuff here, hoodie, as you can see on the screen there. They're giving away a hoodie and some gift cards there, and of course you see the truck there. I wanted to make sure I get that out here for Josh, so I don't have it pulled up just yet. I don't know if I'll be able to here. All right, well, Moto Option is giving away a brand new custom hoodie, as you can see on the screen there, with the driver's last name on it and a custom number, and the second and third place and the best of the rest of the finishers place in points all get gift cards from Moto Option. Great to have them on board as well for this race. Also, the Ford Entertainment Group, FEG, is a sponsor for iStates. Give a big shout out to them. They are giving away a $1,200 gaming computer to the driver who completes the most laps for the whole season. So everybody's out here just trying to get the most laps for the season to get that computer. And K2B Designs is a sponsor for these guys. And LFOD also is giving $100 to the driver with the least amount of incidents for the season and $50 to the driver with the second least amounts of incidents. So great to have all these sponsors on aboard here as we get the green flag back out after the caution. That's going to put Dalton Tucker and Tony Mangi, and they're working together. And that kind of left the 11 of Ed Adams kind of out there like, what are you doing? A 92 pushed up just enough to get that number 24 right in front of him, and they're working together. Well, here comes the 10 of Chad Engel on that high side. But we are off and going here. I still don't think they can finish the race. I still think they'll have to pit. The 71, all right. Frank Reese out there in chat. Man, hate it for you. Hate it for you, bud. Man. Well, the 11 and the 10 now working together. Chad Engel and Ed Adams. Well, they got 2 fast drivers, 3 fast drivers. I'm just going to call all of them fast because none of them are giving an inch. Jonathan Whalen in the 85 down low. He is sitting right behind the 92 of Tony Manji. As they come screaming around turn number 3. Chad Engel and Ed still working together. And not forget about the 77 of Rory Gamble. Rory's been up here with them all night long fighting. And he is still doing that on that outside as we go back to check on some of the other drivers. Kenny McCullough in the 03. Got the 8 of David McCullough right up ahead of him. And Jim Westerfield in the 15. He is coming up on the 55. 55 on the outside. The 00 of Matthew McCann there on that inside line. So this is kind of a second group, starting with Jim Westerfield. To go back here just a little bit further, we've got a third pack of cars. Starting with the 43 of Logan Keiss. Josh Mayu now. And the number 9 of Terry Griffey. All 3 of these drivers' teammates working together. They're trying to get back up there. The 20 of Greg McKinney. Still out here racing it up. The 16 of Steve Seegers. Matt. Out here in the 16, he's got the 5 of Roger Rios. All right. And the number 5 did claim the last caution. So, clarification from race control there. That's why, Roger is on the lead lap, but he is back here in 21st. Chuck Carroll still out here racing it up. Chuck did lead 1 lap, so he's going to get some bonus points for that. And Greg McKinney in the 20. Still out here tearing it up. All right, well, we're going to go back up front here. These guys still battling it out side by side here up front. Ooh, I see a little bit, might be some side drafting, getting air. The 92 there of Tony Manji. Oh, and we're wrecking. We're wrecking 31. I did see the 31 of Scott Wise. I just talked to Scott. No. Oh, no. All right, well, we will go back here and take a look and see what happened. I know Scott Wise was involved in that. And Munger right behind him. Oh, what is it? A bumper hook or the Lonnie? Oh, right there, Lonnie Barrington in the 23. It looks like to me they kind of just met in the middle. That one goes up, one comes down, and that sets it off. Oh, the 00 getting involved in that. Scott Wise, the 55 of Chris Munger. Let's see here, who else was involved in? Lonnie Barrington, 00. If I can find him. Matthew McCann. Check on Scott. Let's see here. Everybody's still dodging it. The 31 gets it spun back around, so that will bring out the caution. Go back live here. All right, I'm sure Chad probably going to bring them all down pit road here. Yeah, for sure. That was a big crash, but it wasn't a big one. Big one is when it takes out about 15, 20 cars. We don't want to see it, but it could happen. Oh, man. All right. Well, looks like Logan Kite's going to stay out, lead a lap. Matt Thrasher saying, "Go, Danica." That's funny. Well, if it's your first time here, MaxSpeedTV, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show here. Also, please make sure, you hit that little bell, too, to turn on notifications to when MaxSpeedTV goes live. There are several broadcasts going on, or was going on right now. Of course, we already did qualifying. Top Shelf Cup Series. It was the Chase National Speed Association here tonight. Later on this week on MaxSpeedTV, we've got the United States Midget Association with Roger. The LP Super Speedway League, KR, with I'll be in the booth with KR, so it'll be me and KR there. And the Late Model E Sports with Rudy Cummings here later on this week. So please check it out, because we've still got some more action here coming up starting tomorrow night with MaxSpeedTV. Why is that? There it goes. Great to have everybody out there. $24 watching and still only seeing 2 likes. I don't know if it's me or what. Well, all right, Logan Case. Let's talk to Logan, shall we? Logan, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Logan, you out front here? Well, about 24 laps to go, man. But man, there's a lot of fast drivers behind you. I mean, a lot of them. Do you feel like you kind of got a target on your back, sitting right where you're at?
Oh, for sure.
What's it going to take to bring it home into victory lane?
Staying in front of all the wrecks. That's kind of the plan right now.
Kind of the plan right now. All right. Well, yeah, we don't want to give out too much information over air here, because a lot of the drivers do like to listen in on conversations when it comes to the stream, and they kind of, all right, well, we know what it's gonna do, so let's do this. I know. It happens. We know it does. But hey, man, great race. You led 2 laps here. You know, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. You got something in mind? Do you have something in mind?
Well, I can't tell you all my secrets. You already told me that.
Well, I know, but do you have something in mind?
Well, we'll see. I got something.
Okay, so it's a yes or no answer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, y'all giving me a hard time. It's all right. I give y'all a hard time, too. So, I mean, it is what it is. But great racing out there, man. But still plenty of laps left for anything to happen, man, Logan. Good luck out there, bud.
Thank you, sir.
All right, race control coming down the pipeline here. The caution lap 69, the number 23 and both 31 were at fault. So that's coming down from race control. All right, Logan Keiss, Dalton Tucker, Tony Monge, Chad Engel, and Brady Road. We haven't talked much about Brady in the 29, but Brady's up here. He's currently running in that 4th, 5th position here. Started 9th. All right, here we go. Getting to 1 to go. Everybody getting double file. Now, Logan Keiss going to have Dalton Tucker on the outside, but he's going to have Tony Monge on the inside right behind. He's going to have Tony behind him. And the number 10 of Chad Engel on the outside in the 2nd row, going to be behind the 24. Not really splitting them up, but it's going to be a little more difficult per se for them two to get connected together. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen. Knowing them two, it probably will happen. They'll get together and go race it up, but I expect the 43 and the 10 to probably do everything they can to keep them two separated. You'll go for the number 24, Danica. Okay. Oh, you're killing me, Matt. Killing me. Oh, my. All right. I have about 21 laps to go when they get this restart. And the pace car is off on pit road. Logan Keiss going to lead them to the green flag here, coming to lap 73. How good of a jump can he get? How good of a jump can the 92 get? Going to have to watch the 92 and the 24, and they're off and going here. Green flag is out. And I thought they had to go on green, but they might have went on green. It's a little delay for me. But Logan gets a good jump. That's going to put the 24 of Dalton Tucker right behind him, and Dalton's going to dive it low. Logan's going to be caught out there on the outside by himself. No help. Dalton and Tony go to the front. Well, that didn't take long. And Tony did not even get a chance to lead a lap as they go single file all the way back to the number 8 of David McCullough. Kenny McCullough Ed Adams. And Logan going to fall right behind Ed Adams, get in front of Terry Griffey. What's it going to take for an upset here? Can Dalton get his first win of the season? Or is Tony Manji going to get his 7th race of the season? Win of the season. Boy, these two up here fighting, man. Let's see here. Yeah, Tony Manji looking for his 7th win of the season. And Dalton looking for his first win of the season. So we got two kind of some battles going on here. I mean, they've been battling it out throughout the whole race. Well, on the high side here, back into the back, 77 of Rory Gamble. And now the 8 of David McCullough working together on that high side. Only a 2-car pack, though. They're gonna have to get more trucks up on that high side if they're gonna make anything work. Now, I'm not saying they don't have to, but you know it's best. We did see early on Tony and Dalton doing it, just them two, and then of course as they were passing trucks got behind them to get the draft because they knew they were fast, so they wanted the draft off of them, and of course that just helps push that second line even faster. And we see Dalton and Tony up front now, and Dalton has led 36 laps. Tony has led 0. I thought Tony led 1 lap. Well, I guess not. Yeah, at 92 and 24 right now. I mean, they're just, I wouldn't say they're tearing it up. And here's why I say that, coming from a broadcaster's perspective. Because you see what's happened and what's formed on that high side. You got the 77, you got the 8, you got the 03 up there on that high side. You got the 43 and the 9. Now, that high side has formed a line. Few more cars on that high side, and that low line's going to be in trouble. They're already under the gun, so they're not out of the woods yet. We're going to be coming to 18 to go when they cross the stripe this time by. And it's about to get even wilder as the 8 pushing the daylights out of the 77. David McCullough wanting to get that 77 of Rory Gamble up to the front, as they know the 92 and the 24 right now are smoking it. Yeah, 77's coming. Oh, Ed Adams. Oh, we have a caution. Whoa. Jonathan Whalen. All right. Well, let's go back here and take a look and see what happened to Jonathan. See if I can get a better view on this, because I don't know why it keeps skipping like that. I tried to fix it. And, all right, we're on a chopper cam here. Jonathan Whalen. Miscue. Oh, right there. Right there is what happened. Not sure who that was. Let's see if I can get a better view. Now, these camera angles are not working out for me. Face view any better? Oh, Ed. What? Ed Adams. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, no. All right. Well, let's, not going to let me do it. All right. Let's, play it here and see what happened. Oh, a little bit of bumper action right there. Oh, he got into the 9. The 9 as well. And that sent the 9 around. I do believe. We'll see if we can get on the 9 here. Terry Griffey. Oh, Terry hard into the outside wall, but I think Jonathan, the 85, might have got the rough end of the stick on that one. Does spin it around, and that will bring out the caution. All right. I'm going to have to get some more better angles on when it comes to replays, because it likes to skip on me. I don't like it. Yeah, that's a caution. 16 to go. All right, well, Dalton Tucker, Rory Gamble, David McCullough, Tony Manji, Kenny McCullough will be your top 5. Looks like Dalton Tucker is going to be your current leader here. We've seen Dalton and Tony working together. And I think it depends on where they put Tony. It'll depend really where Dalton goes. Yeah, since they've been working together here. Well, let's see if... Oh, he is not... Still not in Discord. I can't talk to him. Well, how about we talk to... I don't know if he... Chris Munger, got a copy?
I do, yep.
Well, Chris, kind of, started 15th, kind of 12th running right now, bud. Noticing a little bit of damage, not much. How's the car, or how's the truck?
Just trying to get up there. I got involved in that accident, so now I'm back here, just trying to make it to the front.
Is the damage pretty bad?
Yeah, I can't really feel the damage, so it must not be that much.
All right. Well, we've got about 15 to go, Chris. Hey, it's Talladega, bud. Anything can still happen, man. Don't give up, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh. All right. 15 to go. Probably 13 to go when they get the green flag. Yeah, there's been, I wouldn't say aggressive driving by these guys, because for the most part they've really been clean. Just, super speedway racing. you know, people, you know, lightly check up and, you know, you're right there on them, there's no reaction time. And you just get into the back of them and it just spins you, you know, and that's speedway racing. All right, caution lap 79. It was claimed by 85 of Jonathan Whalen. So all right, coming to 13 to go. Dalton Tucker has chose the outside line right in front of the 92 of Tony Manji. Rory Gamble going to be starting second, Tony third, David McCullough fourth, and Brady Rode fifth. Kenny McCullough sixth, Ed Adams seventh, Chad Ingle eighth, Chris Munger ninth, and Roger Rios will round out the top 10. Tony Quadros 11th, Thomas Gold 12th, Matthew McCann 13th, Steve Seegers 14th. Scott Wise will round out your top 15 as the pace car dives off. It'll be coming to 13 laps remaining. And the 77 on the loud pedal way before the tri-oval. Rory Gamble wasting no time gets a wow, gets a great jump out in front. David McCullough right behind him, Kenny McCullough. But don't look now, here comes Tucker and Manji. They have chased it down already. The jumping green gun cars is what I'm going to call them. And Rory Gamble just wanted to stay out there. And the 77 gets ate up by Dalton Tucker and Tony. Wow. Oh, no, contact, 92 around. No, Tony Manji, we caught that live. No caution. What? Well, let's go back and take a look at what happened to Tony. We see Tony come flying up right behind Dalton. And now a caution flies. And we will go back and take a look at that one here in just a second. But there is a caution out. I want to check right here and see. Right there was contact. I'm not sure who that was that made contact. Gamble made contact with the 92, but that is not what brought out the caution. I don't believe. See here, I don't think that's what brought out the caution here, folks. Unless somebody got into somebody after the fact. Okay, as we want to ride along here again, still with Tony Manji, because the green flag was still out. And then a caution flew. Okay, a caution did fly, but I don't know where it was. It wasn't up front, was it? Alright. Okay, if somebody can in chat is watching this live, please let me know. I don't know exactly where it was at. Well, alright. Oh, as we go back live here. Yeah, there was a yellow, but I don't know exactly where that happened at because the 92 recovered, unless it was thrown. I don't know. I can't look at that. We'll wait for the race control to figure all this out. Alrighty, folks, we're going to step away and real quick and play a commercial. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alrighty, guys, back alive here. We're still pacing here. Official word from race control, the caution, nobody at fault. So, I did see in chat here that the yellow is late. The 92 will start toward the end of the line, but race control is also saying nobody at fault. So, coming down from the wire there. All right, well, let's see. Dalton Tucker's up front. David McCullough now second. Chad Engel third. Ed Adams back up to fourth. Brady Road in fifth. Go back here to the number 92 of Tony Mongi. And he is going to be starting, it looks like, in the 20th position, roughly. It looks like we'll be coming to 7 to go. All right. Be coming to 7 to go here when they get the green flag. I don't either. I don't either there, Justin. We still got a lot of drivers out here who's fighting for a win. You know, Dalton's fighting for his first win of the season. He is really wanting to get that win and get it out of the way, and of course put some more and add to it. He really had I'm not saying he's not fast. We know Dalton's fast. Can he still be fast without the 92 right there? Well, the 92 still on the lead lap. We'll have to wait and see. If the 92 could get back up there. With 8 to go, going to be 7 to go when we get the green flag. Dalton going to hold them back. The 8 of David McCullough on that outside line. Everybody's getting tight. Here we go. Green flag is back out. Great jump by Dalton Tucker. I don't think the 8 of David McCullough wanted the jump he had, because here comes the 10 of Chad Engel now getting up behind the number 24. And the 11 of Ed Adams back up here. Thanks, Dave. I really appreciate it, but it makes me feel good when people enjoy it. I am by no means a professional at this, trust me. I just call it like I see it. All right, well, the 10 going high, 11 going high. Gonna kind of leave Dalton and the 24 down there on that low side. Now the 29, Brady Road gonna get behind him. The 10 gonna drop it back low of Chad Engel. Ed, there's not enough room down there, bud. You can't get in there. Well, Ed's going to be back out front. Can Ed get that truck down there right in front of that number 10? Well, this ain't over with yet, folks. 6 to go. Dalton Tucker falling back to 4th. He's led 44 laps. Ed Adams has led 11. Chad Engel has led 14. David McCullough still looking to lead his first laps of the race. All it takes is the final lap. Chad Engel back out front. Well, Chad's got one heck of a driver behind him with Dalton Tucker. Here comes Ed, though. Ed to the high side with the 8 of David McCullough. That 03 of Kenny McCullough out there on that high side as well. So we've got 2 McCulloughs on that high side. Oh, we got a little bit of blocking going on here. Oh, we got some major blocking going on here. Oh, contact, 11, 24, 10, 10 hits hard, 10 into the wall, 24 hits hard. Caution will fly. The 23 slides it across the grass and into the 10. We will go back here and take a look. We're going to get the green flag. Go back out. We're going to go back here and take a look at what happened. Ron Engel, okay, we see some blocking here. You know, Engel goes high as well as Tucker. So Engel goes high, Tucker goes high. A little bit of blocking. Engel goes back low. 24 goes low. The 11 of Ed Adams. You know, it does hit Engel, and Engel goes right into the 24, and the 24 and the 10. Oh, man, they hit hard. You know what? We're going to go on a view here, on a cockpit view of this. Probably the best view I've got of this caution with 4 to go. We're going to start it right about here. We're going to go right along here with Dalton Tucker and just see the racing that they're doing. And right here, it just upset it, and Tucker goes for a little over a somersault there, and Lonnie comes sliding right into the 10. There was nowhere for Lonnie to go. There might have been another wreck back here, or they're just dodging it. And I think it was just a dodge. Oh, no, he got hit, I believe. He might have got hit. I don't know by whom. Oh, he did get hit. He got hit by the 31 of Scott Wise. Right there, and that's what sent him across the grass. Oh, a lot of cars damaged. A lot of cars. Well, back up live here. Like they're doing some discussions. We'll exactly see the word from race control. As it's scored right now, Ed Adams in first, Brady Rhodes second, David McCullough in third. I do not know if they're going to get the 1 to go. James is like, oof again. Oof. Matt, you're killing me, Matt. The 23. Whee! Wow. Yeah, I'm sure the 23's not too happy right now. Well, this is Talladega, people. This happens. I mean, there's really nothing you can do. Y'all are killing me up here. Well, still waiting on race control. All right, well, it looks like they might have figured out who might have been at fault. And it looks like from the broadcaster's view here, might have been the number 11, as the 11 of Ed Adams is going back. But we will have to wait for the official word as it comes down the wire here. So that'll give the lead up to currently to Brady Road. Now, we're not going to get a one-lap shootout here. It will end under caution. I believe the admins, I can't say for sure. I don't want to say anything until it's the official word from race control. I'm still waiting on the official word from race control, so I believe he might have been at fault. Or he might have claimed it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an admin, guys. I can't read their minds. I've just got to wait for them to post it in Discord. That's where I get all my information from. So you know, give us just a few minutes. Let them figure it out. Well, it looks like Brady Road going to be bringing it home into Victor Lane here tonight, with David McCullough and Kenny McCullough going to come in second and third, respectively. Still waiting on the official word from race control. James. Well, we're going to get the one to go this time by. White flag will be out under caution here. Brady Road will come into victory lane. Broadcast will be, well, we have broadcasts on MaxSpeedTV almost every night. You know, so if you want to subscribe to MaxSpeedTV, please do so. The next iStates Racing broadcast will be next Sunday night right here on MaxSpeedTV. I go live at 8:40 Eastern, 7:40 Central. Brady Road going to lead 3 laps here tonight, and it looks like it will be the final 3 laps, as he's going to bring it home into victory lane here as they come down the backstretch doing 60-something miles an hour. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's very fast, but you know, 60 miles an hour is pretty quick. All right, coming to the line here, the number 29 of Brady Road. Brady Road will win it here at Talladega. followed by the 8 of David McCullough and the 03 of Kenny McCullough. Congratulations to Brady Road, and hard-fought battle by everybody out there, man. It was an insane race here tonight, guys. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're going to let them get around the track. Let them get to the start-finish line. We'll get the top 3 down here for a quick interview here on MaxSpeedTV. Don't go anywhere. The post-race show coming right up. Alrighty, guys. Well, I've caught up with third place here tonight. Kenny McCullough. Kenny, man, what a racing it was out there, bud. Talk about the overall racing, what it took to keep it out of trouble, and just the competition that was out there here tonight, man.
Yeah, the competition was strong. We had a plan to stay in the back, and it worked out pretty good. Neither one of us got any damage. We was there at the end to have a shot at it. Didn't quite work out like we wanted it to, but we had a plan there, and a couple more laps, I believe we'd have been up there.
Well, the McCullough trio out here, because I do believe, well, there's 2 of you out here tonight. But in some races you have 3 of you, but tonight it was just 2 of you. Was working with David, always there, right up there on your plate. And David, y'all just working together to try to say, okay, let's do this and see what happens.
Yeah, we had a plan from the start of the race. We kept that plan all the way to the end.
Well, man, it paid off. You find yourself up here in third. A solid finish. Hey, you started 21st, kind of in the back of the pack. Well, in the back of the pack. But, hey, you're finishing third out here tonight at Dega, and it could have gone a whole lot worse, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir, man. I had a hell of a good time. I know that.
Well, all right, Kenny, I'm not going to keep you here, bud. Any thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate third place?
I just want to thank David for sticking to the plan and having a good race.
All right, Kenny. Well, we'll see you next week, bud. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that'll bring us to second place here. David McCullough. David, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
David, man, pretty much the same thing for you. You started kind of up there, though. You started 13th, so you were kind of up there in the mixture of things at the beginning of the race. So talk about the beginning of the race, and caution came out kind of early, but it's Dega. So kind of talk about what it took to keep that truck clean.
Hey, it takes luck here, man, and timing, but I messed up my qualifying lap there. Wearing the wrong ones, or forgot where I was at, and come down the track a little too early, messed my qualifying lap up. So, but yeah, we planned on getting there to the end of the race, that's for sure. And didn't get quite lucky enough. We missed it by one position.
Well, you know, I'm gonna have to bring it up because you were one of the drivers, and I know you was one of the drivers because I seen your truck, the number 8, when you seen Tony Manji and Dalton Tucker, these two drivers, you know, fighting for, you know, whatever the case may be, the win, the point standings, Dalton fighting for his first win of the season. But when you've seen these two drivers working together and they come flying up through the field, and then a whole bunch of you, I know you were in that mix, jumped up there to get behind them, was that going through your mind that, well, they're fast, let's do this?
Wrong button. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, Dalton's always pretty fast. Tony's always fast. So, but yeah, that was somebody got loose up there and stacked everything up. So we got a pretty big run. But yeah, Dalton and them, we was hoping to go green right there, but we didn't get it. So, but it is what it is.
Well, hey, man, you can't complain. Second place here tonight, started 13th. I do not, you're not quite in the top 12. I don't know exactly where you're at in the point standings, but it's going to definitely help you in the points, David, man. Any thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate second here tonight?
Yeah. Appreciate it to Josh and everybody that puts on a racing for us. And glad we was able to put a decent show on tonight, which we could finish under green, that's all. But yeah, thank all y'all, and thank my Kenny and Chris. They're my family, so them guys are pretty good. All of them's out here. Good luck. Good race, 29. Good win.
Yeah, it was one heck of a race, man. Well, David, go celebrate, bud. We'll see you next week. I'm not sure where we're at, but we'll see you back next week.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Well, all right, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. I don't know if that's the way he wanted to get it, but that's the way he got it. Brady Road. Man, what a race, bud. You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here.
Well, talk about what was going through your mind throughout the beginning of the race. You know, it started out, you know, like 6 or 8, you know, got a caution. Went through the stages, and then it just seemed like everything was getting a little haywire. But you always found yourself either out of the mix or away from the wrecks to put yourself in a good position. And man, talk about it. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was one of the crazier races I can say I've been a part of. Kind of ran up front early, dropped to the back. Just kind of all the pieces fell into place, I guess, at the end there for me. I didn't know when the caution was going to come out or if it was gonna, and we were side by side, and they wrecked, and I guess here we are.
Well, you will bring home the victory here tonight. Now, we're going to have to talk about that last caution here because, see, I don't even know what the official word is, to be honest with you. It hasn't been released yet, but Ed Adams was in front of you, and then he got dropped back, and then you had the lead. Was you expecting that to happen?
We were side by side when after they wrecked, and I was just hoping to get my nose ahead of him before the caution came out, and I didn't. But I guess race control changed their decision on the wreck and whatnot, and yeah, I guess that's how I won. Not how I want to win it, but you'll take anything that you can get.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you are going to finish tonight in first place, bud. Talladega, anybody's race, and it looks like you kept your truck clean. What did it take to keep that truck clean?
Oh man, it was pretty nerve wracking there for a while. It got, I don't know, people were getting pretty wild up front there for a little while, and I don't know, I kind of backed out and chose to go to the back a little bit and try and save my stuff, and it just worked out. Happened to avoid the right wrecks at the right time and ended up with a win.
Well, congratulations, Brady Road, for getting the victory here tonight for the ISRA LFOD Motorsports Truck Series, bud. I believe this is your first win of the season, correct?
Yeah, last week was actually my first race. I just had joined late in the season, and we had a rough start to the league here, and it was nice to just get a win out of the way here, and I don't know, hopefully that works out for the playoff points, or I don't know how that works, but I don't know, we'll just keep digging and see how the next few races go.
Well, all right, Brady. Well, congratulations on your victory here tonight. Any thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, Greg and Tony. Dalton helps us out. Best overhead doors. Just everyone. We were trying to work together there, and we kind of didn't work out. But the plan was to get one of us to the win, and I guess here we are. So.
Here you are. That is correct. The number 29, Brady Road, coming home into victory lane here tonight. Brady, go celebrate, bud, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that is Brady Road there in the best overhead doors, 29. Whoa, what a show it was here tonight. We're going to get right to the results here, folks. All right, here we go. Well, coming into victory lane here tonight for the LFOD Motorsports Truck Series, Brady Road. Congratulations, Brady, for bringing it home into victory lane. David McCullough going to finish in second place here tonight. Kenny McCullough in third. Thomas Gold in fourth. Rory Gamble will grab a top 5 and finish in that 5th spot. Tony Quadros in 6th. Chris Munger in 7th. Roger Rios in 8th. Matthew McCann in 9th. And Jim Westerfield will grab a top 10, finishing 10th. Tony Monge, one heck of a driver out here tonight. Him and Dalton teaming up. Unfortunate incident cost him. He will finish just outside the top 10 in 11th. Chuck Carroll in 12th. Scott Wise, 13th. Josh Mayu grabbing a top 15. He'll finish in that 14th position. Jonathan Whalen in 15th. Steve Seegers in 16th. Lonnie Barrington will finish 17th after sliding across the grass there at the last caution there. He will grab a top 20. Ed Adams fighting hard up front. Unfortunately, I do believe he might have been the at fault by race control. I do not know. It has not came down like I said. But Ed Adams will finish 18th here tonight. Logan Caius in 19th. Terry Griffey in 20th. Chad Engel 21st. Dalton Tucker, a great driver. I mean, all these drivers are great. Don't get me wrong. Dalton Tucker getting caught up in an accident as well, and that sent him back. He'll finish in 22nd place. Greg McKinney, 23rd. Thomas Vanassi, 24th. Scott Johnson, 25th. Frank Reese, 26th. I know Frank, I believe, was in chat. Probably don't want to see that. Scott Bellum, 27th. Darren Bruce, 28th. And Nate Lafayette will finish in 29th. I do not believe he even started. Alrighty, folks. That will be your race a winner here tonight. Brady Rhodes. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. Glad glad you all tuned in, man. It was one heck of a race here, and I surely enjoyed it. Well, tune in tomorrow night for more MaxSpeedTV action. Tomorrow night will be, as we bring that up here for everybody, once again, the United States Midget Association, be done by Roger. The OP Super Speedway League will be with KR and myself. And then the late model esports will be done by Rudy Cummings. So until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.